he pulled off and he got to the door. I was like, I just ran. Like, I can't stop seeing him.
This is Willie Sparkman, playing the role of panicked robber after shooting an innocent taxi driver. But what Willie doesn't realize is that surveillance cameras captured everything, including Willie running away as the driver bled out behind the wheel.
I got video of you coming up to the car. You can see the flash of the gunshot, and you can see the car start moving, and you can see you run away.
Now, Willie will do anything he can to keep calling this an accident, completely unaware that the video is about to erase every version of his story.
I didn't mean to. Oh, that's all I want people to know. I didn't mean to. I really didn't mean to.
A little after 3:27 a.m. on May 5th, 2021, law enforcement in Moorhead, Minnesota received a call about a suspicious vehicle that had driven over railroad tracks and crashed into a residential backyard on Covent Garden Street South. The caller reported headlights still on and no idea whether anyone was inside. When officers arrived just before 4 a.m., they found a silver Chrysler minivan stopped in the yard. Slumped over in the driver's seat was an unresponsive man. Officers pulled him from the vehicle and immediately began life-saving efforts. As they worked, they noticed a small puncture wound near his left armpit. Despite CPR, an AED, and emergency medical response, he was pronounced dead at the scene. The victim was 24-year-old Abdullahi Mohammed Abdullahi, a taxi driver working the overnight shift. He was wearing a vest, dress shirt, and tie, still dressed for work. Abdullahi lived in the Fargo, West Fargo area and was known as someone simply doing his job, driving strangers through the early morning hours while most of the city slept. The scene raised immediate questions. There was no crash damage consistent with a medical emergency. Tire tracks showed the vehicle had accelerated over the tracks before coming to rest. Officers found a large amount of cash still in Abdullahi's pocket. What investigators would later learn is that Abdullahi had just picked up a fare and never made it to his destination. Not long after, detectives began speaking with Willie Sparkman, a teenager who would claim the shooting happened during a robbery attempt that spiraled out of control. He would frame it as panic, as confusion, as something that just happened. But as you're about to see, Willie's version of events doesn't survive contact with the evidence. What detectives uncovered went far beyond statements and stories. Multiple surveillance cameras, positioned just feet from where the shooting occurred, captured the entire encounter, clear enough to show exactly what happened in those final seconds.
So right now we're investigating some things that happened in a little bit in Fargo, a little bit in Moorhead last night, and you've come up. So primarily we want to get a timeline of events from
why
you.
Yes.
Well, I'll explain that. So we utilize different technological sources through Facebook, Instagram, cell phones, Google Images, things along that line, to acquire information in cases like this. Okay, so you've come up with through that. Okay, so what we'd like to do is get a timeline of basically where you've been the last couple of days, and we can kind of go from there and maybe follow up with alibis for you, things along that line. You understand that? Okay. So maybe we can just start with yesterday morning. Right now it's about 12:30 or something similar to that in the afternoon. Maybe you can start with yesterday morning, when you woke up, where you woke up at, who you were with, and kind of progress all the way through the day.
The detective makes a big point out of alluding to how modern investigations track people through technology, social media, phone data, and location services. Willie seems to miss the warning embedded in that explanation, and though he agrees to walk through the timeline calmly, those same digital records will later expose movements and activity that don't align with the story he's about to commit to.
Okay, so what happens at about 2 o'clock then?
To be honest, we sat in the house. We sat in the house for a long time.
I think, did you say that you went to her sister's though?
We didn't go to her sister's yet, because we sat there for a while, and then what had happened is that her sister actually kept texting her, because she was like, hurry up, because we were sitting there. Well, we weren't just sitting there, but
Yeah.
obviously. And then, so we probably went over there around like 3-ish, 3 something, 3:30, something like that.
Okay, you go to her sister's house by the dog park between 3 and 3:30. What happens after that?
And we're there for, I don't remember what time we left at, but I remember I went to the dog park because her niece was at the dog park and she had the dog.
Okay. And then you went to the dog park?
Yeah, I went to the dog park.
Who'd you go to the dog park with?
I just walked by myself.
Alone? What time was that at? Approximately?
I don't know. Like,
So if you say that you got to her sister's between 3 and 3:30, what
so I
time do you
said
think?
like 45, 40?
So you're only there for half hour, 15 minutes, half hour before you went to the dog park?
Yeah, actually.
Okay. Did you take a dog there?
No, I didn't. She had the dog.
So why did you go there?
Because I wanted to see the dog. Because I like the dog. It's a
Okay.
dog.
All right. How long you at the dog park for?
Probably like, when I was walking over there, she was walking back. So I say probably like 5 minutes.
So Willie obviously knows that once detectives anchor questions to specific times, accuracy matters. And yet, that's not how he approaches this. Rather than fixing his movements to exact moments, he offers loose ranges and casual estimates. The flexibility feels safe now, but it creates open space that phone data and cameras are designed to fill.
All right. So what happens after that?
Take the baby to our house.
Take the baby to your house?
Mm-hmm.
Why is that?
Because we were babysitting. That's what her sister asked us to do.
Okay. What time do you go to your house?
Probably like 5 something. 5 or 5 something, around 5.
Both. Just you guys in the house. What happens after that?
We had the baby for like, till like 8, 9, 8, I say like 8:30 max actually.
Okay.
8:30 max.
So you babysit from 5 to 8:30 at your apartment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now we're at about 9 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
What happens at that point?
9 p.m. I think I went and got McDonald's.
What time do you do after you go to McDonald's?
Back to the house.
Okay, what time do you think you get back?
Like 9:30ish, something like that.
Is it dark out yet?
I think so, yeah. Maybe. Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I'm not really like, my memory.
No, that's fine. I'm just looking close range. I understand. I don't remember my day yesterday.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm trying to remember as close as I can.
So you guys go to bed 2, 3 a.m. Did you leave the apartment? No?
I went out to the garage, so like, I left my vape out in the car, that's why. It was before we went to sleep though. So I'd say it was probably like 1 or 2 something.
AM?
Mm-hmm.
You left your vape in the car, in the garage?
Mm-hmm. It was in the car.
How long were you out of the apartment for?
Like 3 minutes.
Notice how Willie remembers leaving the apartment only after the detective presses him. This isn't someone who forgot a detail. This is someone deciding how much to admit. He went to the garage for his vape for 3 minutes. He's establishing that yes, if there's video of him in the parking garage, he has an explanation. But 3 minutes to get a vape? That's not enough time for what happened at 3:21 a.m. Willie's already setting up his alibi for evidence he doesn't know exists yet.
Did you go on Instagram last night? Or this morning? After midnight?
Not that I remember. I don't really use Instagram like that. I was on live last night. I was live with like 4 people. I was live at like, probably like, I don't remember what time it was, but I was live at late night with like 4 people. I was on live, like Instagram live. So
what time was that?
I don't remember what time it was. It was like, I don't remember if it was like before it was like sometime before I went to sleep though. Like it was probably like Damn, I want to say midnight, but I don't want to give y'all the wrong time. That's why I'm like, I don't remember exactly what time it was at, but I was on live. I was on live with multiple people. They seen, and they could see, you could see my house, like I'm in my house.
So you're talking like a video conversation?
Yeah, like a live video, you know.
Do you know who those 4 people were?
Trey.
Do you know Trey's last name?
Ansu, Jamal, and I forgot the other dude's last name. The other dude's name. I didn't know the other dude, like Jeremy. That's his name, Jeremy. But I didn't know the other dude like that. The only one I really knew in there is Trey.
Social media becomes a confidence point here. Willie treats it as visual proof. Investigators hear something else entirely: timestamps, device metadata, and corroboration potential. Platforms just don't show where someone wants to appear. They show when and how content was created.
And that's kind of, over the course of our investigation, we end up talking to people, going to places, getting video and all that stuff. And I always want to give you the benefit of the doubt because you're sitting here talking to us, right? So I appreciate that. But sometimes people forget things about parts of their day or things that happen throughout the day. You didn't go anywhere else, you didn't go grocery shopping, you didn't do anything different. Or something you might have forgot. I just want to give you,
So this is an important conversation that we're having, and it's an important day for you. And if you left the apartment and there's explanation last night and through this morning, that's kind of important, okay? You seem like a good kid, and I don't want to see you get wrapped up into not telling the truth on some things. So if you left this morning and last night, and this isn't fully accurate.
I didn't drive nowhere. But I did walk around my apartment a few times. If you look at my apartment videos, you're gonna see me in there.
Yeah, we've looked at lots of videos today.
Yeah, you're gonna see me in there. I didn't drive though. I just walked around it.
I'm not saying you drove, but we know that you left there, obviously, right?
I didn't leave my apartment. I didn't leave my apartment. Like I was around my apartment.
So you weren't in your apartment at around 2:30 a.m.
I wasn't. Yeah, I was on my patio.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like if you when I went out, so like until like I don't like I was literally like I went out when I went and got my vape. I went outside, right? And I came in through the patio, but I came out through the door. That's what I'm saying. So that's
Again, I can understand why maybe you don't want to tell us certain things or anything, but it's not much to dispute, man. Like I know you went to Family Fair yesterday.
Oh yeah, I got toilet paper.
Yeah, see?
Toilet paper.
See what I mean? Like, so I know you went there.
We know things.
Yeah.
We're not sitting here for no reason, man.
Yeah, I got toilet paper.
What time do you think you went there?
I don't know.
Not sure.
I don't know.
Do you think
It was before midnight though, because Family Fair closed at
So
midnight.
Family Fair's got some pretty good video. Pretty
Yes.
clear video about in their parking lot and inside, right? So we know what happened there. We're not necessarily here to talk that much about that, but we're here for a reason, man. Not here to give you a hard time. Not here to lie to you. We're also not here to get lied to. We know that it's been a fairly eventful day or so for you. We know that you weren't sitting in your apartment all day last night or at 2:30 this morning.
But I was literally on my patio. Like you could ask, like we can't ask my neighbors, but I'm loud. And you could have heard me on my patio.
Yeah, we have you. So, do you want to see how that other conversation's going?
Yeah, I can do it.
And there it is, the first crack in Willie's story. He forgot Family Fair. Just slipped his mind. Toilet paper. No big deal. except family fare was robbed yesterday, and Willie's on camera. The detective isn't even focused on it because it's not the main event. It's a warm-up. Willie just admitted to being somewhere he initially denied, which means everything else in his timeline is now questionable, including where he was at 3:21 a.m. What Willie doesn't know is that detectives don't just have him on video at family fare. And the video they do have isn't some grainy, indecipherable footage.
You got a lot of life ahead of you.
I know.
Right? And I know that happen, that isn't intended, isn't planned. I'll tell you that your girlfriend has been talked to you before and told the truth on some things, and I'm not here to talk about that, but she talked about the guns. She acknowledged that you stole some money from a cabbie. She's told us a lot more than you think, and we've utilized different social media accounts and different cell phone locations, different video surveillance from different areas. You seem like a good kid, and I feel bad for you being in a tough situation. But you made a couple mistakes, and we need to figure out how to deal with them. I know that things happen that aren't intended on happening. I see this as what I do for a living. I sit across the table from people like you all the time. And I don't know you that well, but you seem like a pretty good dude. The difficulty for you is there's a lot of good technology out there, a lot of good surveillance video, and a lot of good, things like Instagram can track every second of where you're at within 40 meters. Things like cell phones, we can track cell phones, again, within 20 meters of your location every second of the day.
Look. She had her phone. If she left, that's her. If she left, I ain't have her phone.
No, I understand. We know when.
No, man. I ain't have her phone.
I'm saying I know where phones have been every second of the day.
Willie thinks detectives are bluffing about his girlfriend. He's laughing because he doesn't believe Christy would talk. But across town, Christy has been in an interview room for 2 hours, and she's already mentioned guns, robberies, and Willie's involvement. She just hasn't mentioned her own role yet. Willie's sitting here confident in her loyalty, while she's actively building a case against him. This is the tragic irony at the heart of this interrogation. Willie will spend the next 4 hours protecting someone who's already thrown him under the bus. He just doesn't know it yet.
Problem is, there's also very good video surveillance out there, even if it is at 3:21 in the morning. Things they can't get away from.
Of what?
Okay.
Video.
We're working a taxi cab driver that was shot. Okay. And you know that, and we know that. That's where we're at.
The taxi cab driver shot. Now talking to me.
Yeah. And there's video right outside the garage, right next to a .45 caliber casing. We have video of things that happened, and we're following up with exact locations of different things. So this is an important conversation as far as we are going to know by the end of the day. We already have a pretty good idea of things that happened, but by the end of the day, we're gonna know factually, physically what happened, okay? Through video, through Google Images, through things like that, okay? I'm not saying you're a bad kid. You seem like a good kid. You're respectful. You're a good guy. But the problem is something happened, and the only thing that we won't know by the end of the day, unless we hear it from you, is why things happened. Whether things are accidental, something accidentally bad happened, maybe, I don't know. But I can't put words into your, I can't put words into your mouth as far as why things happened. I don't know what your mindset was. I don't know what you were thinking, but I do know that everything's going to be pretty well factual by the end of the day as far as physically what happened. Okay? And you're a pretty good kid, and I don't want to see. I don't want people to speculate and give opinions as to.
Everybody's gonna get opinions either way.
No, but I want to hear your version of events.
Willie claims he was at home all night watching movies with his girlfriend, but detectives already know his Snapchat placed him at the Doyle's cab robbery at 1940 21st Avenue at 2:30 a.m. They know his GPS put him at Family Fare, which was robbed, before midnight. And they know his phone was within 130 feet of a Moorhead parking garage at 3:21 a.m. when a taxi driver was shot in the chest with a .45 caliber handgun. Every word of Willie's timeline is provably false. He just doesn't know it yet.
You know, I don't know where you came from, what your life is, why things happen, and that's typically once we sit down with somebody, it's not necessarily what happened. It's more why it happened and kind of the circumstances around. In this case, is it an accident? Is it intentional? Is it what? You know, we don't know.
Cab driver.
Something bad happened with that cab driver, and ended up him getting shot with a .45 caliber casing, .45 caliber pistol.
That's
right. And as we both sit here, we know that casing is going to come back to the same firearm that you had that was your girlfriend's. And we have casings we have ballistics from that. Physically, all that stuff is going to be matched up, and it's going to be matched up maybe by the end of the day. Okay? And there's surveillance video, 2 of them, not 15 feet away from where we found the .45 caliber casing, where cab driver was shot. Okay?
Is he good?
What's that?
Is he good?
Is he good?
Yeah.
I'm not sure how things are going to end up. You know, we hope that everything's okay. But, you know, we wouldn't be sitting here if we didn't know that you were there, man. We wouldn't be sitting here. This is an important day to get what your thought and as I sit here, I think that I can't imagine it being anything other than a tragic accident. But I don't know that without hearing it from you. I know that by the end of the day, it's going to be, with all the evidence and how easy it is, with all the videos and everything else, I know that that's going to be, that happened. I know that you shot him. I just don't know whether it's accident or intentional, or maybe he fought back, maybe he started it. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Without knowing physically why that happened and the reason behind it, as I sit here, if I had to guess, I'd say, God, this is just a tragic accident that just meant to get a few bucks, and it's not. Theft. It's the big deal. Stealing a little bit of money from a cabbie. That's not a big deal. The problem is we don't know if it was accidental or if you said, you know what, and shot him and did it in cold blood. I don't think that you're a cold-blooded killer. You went out to do that. I really don't. I can't imagine that. But I don't know that unless you give an explanation as to how it happened and why it happened.
The detective isn't asking if Willie shot the taxi driver. He's stating it as fact and offering 2 paths: accident or cold-blooded murder. By framing it as inevitable that Willie will be charged, the detective removes the question of guilt and focuses entirely on intent. It's a psychological trap. Willie can either accept responsibility for an accident or let prosecutors paint him as a murderer. There's no third option where he walks free.
It's tough right now. I know I see your goosebumps. I understand your goosebumps. This is hard. But it's a hard conversation to have. This is the most important conversation in your life. This is either an accident, a tragic accident where hopefully he's all right, or this is cold-blooded killer. I don't think that as I sit here across from you, I don't think that you're some cold-blooded killer that went out trying to kill a cabbie. I don't think that you were that way. If I'm wrong, you tell me. But man, I don't think I'm sitting across the table from somebody who said, I'm going to go kill this cabbie if he doesn't give me the money.
Hey, what time is it?
I don't know. I don't think that you are that kind of person.
They told me
Okay.
that I can make a phone call.
You need to focus. It's an important few minutes of your life.
I know.
This is a very important few minutes of your life.
I have to call somebody.
We're not worried about time. We're concerned about, this is the rest of your life we're talking about. Whether it's an accident or not.
I don't know.
If this is not an accident, I can't believe that. But if this is an accident, you need to say, you know what, I just tried to get a few bucks from this cabbie. My gun accidentally went off, or he grabbed the gun and it went off when he grabbed the gun. I don't know. That part of the video doesn't show exactly that. It doesn't show that. I'll tell you that right now. It doesn't show exactly how the gun went off. I know you're on the passenger side. Okay? I saw what happened. I saw you run away. I saw him drive out the parking lot, drive through the yard, over the railroad tracks, and get stopped. I can see that on the video. What's bad luck for you, there's 2 video cameras right there, and they're really good. Okay? That's what's bad for you. But what's good for you is you have the chance right now to explain what happened. Maybe he tried grabbing the gun from you and it went off on accident. Maybe he didn't. So either you, one of two things. You do.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And if you're going to go that route, then the only explanation is you're going to be a cold-blooded killer in the court's minds. That's going to be the only explanation. So either we can explain, you and I'll go back for you, that this is an accident, maybe he grabbed the gun and it went off, maybe he even maybe it was, I don't know. But this is it. This is your one chance. After this, I'm not going to bat for you.
This is a binary frame pressure tactic meant to make Willie explain himself while the detective controls how the explanation will be interpreted. The detective validates Willie's fear, mirrors his physical reactions, and presents himself as an ally who believes this was an accident. He then narrows the options to 2 outcomes and stresses urgency. By saying the video leaves a gap only Willie can fill, he pushes Willie to supply details that shape intent. The "not going to bat for you" line sets a hard deadline and raises the stakes. By now, it's only a matter of time before the evidence piles so high, Willie can no longer avoid it. His breaking point is inevitable.
Well,
I told you everything I did. Everything I
at
did.
least start from a position where you don't. Okay,
You don't know nothing, bro.
But look, man, you know that that's not the case. Your phone, your Snapchat tracks you, okay, to these locations where these robberies take place. You're on camera. You're matching that description. That's no one else, man. Okay?
Video camera's good. That one at the grocery store, it's you. It's perfectly you. The one outside the garage, right when the gray van pulls up, the cabbie pulls up, and it's you running from there. It's not disputed. That's not the case. Nothing other than you. Okay? So this is the chance that this is either a tragic, unintentional accident or it's not.
I'm trying to go to work, bro. Y'all keeping me from my money and shit. Y'all making money right now. Let me go make money, bro. Nothing else to say to y'all.
You're not going home right now.
I don't have nothing else to say.
By this point, denial has become Willie's default response to pressure. As detectives line up phones, cameras, and location data, Willie disengages from the substance of the conversation. He shifts to frustration, money, and leaving. This kind of reaction signals cognitive overload. When the mind can't reconcile consequences with self-image, it retreats. Willie stops addressing facts and focuses on escape, hoping the moment will end before the reality behind it sets in.
Can I ask you a question? Have you ever held a gun? You never?
Oh,
your whole life?
I held like fake guns, toy guns,
Never a real one?
like BB guns. Just BB guns. I held some like prop guns that look real.
So one of the things to talk about, man, is that your clothes, and that's why we always want to give you this opportunity to at least give an explanation for something, because the clothes you're wearing, your hands, everything's going to get forensically tested. They'll know if there's gunpowder on anything, they'll know. So if there's an instance where you fired a gun within the past 24, 48 hours a week, let us know now so I can write that off. I need to know. Because that's what I'm saying. Like, I understand, I don't know you, you don't know me, it takes a little bit to build some trust. So if you sit here and tell me you never held a gun, I doubt that. I mean, I've seen a photo of you holding a gun, so you're on Snapchat.
It's a big gun. It's a prop gun. But, I did fire a gun like 2 days ago. I was out of town though.
Okay.
I was out of town though.
I appreciate you telling me.
I don't know if I was like, you know, you go out past the deal with, you go out like past the deal with, I was right out there.
Was you out in the country or something?
Mm-hmm. It was with my friend Jaden.
And what kind of gun was it?
It was a 9.
9 mil?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And will Jaden, you know, can I verify that with Jaden?
I don't know Jaden like last name and shit. I don't know people's last names.
Do you know him on Snapchat or Facebook or anything like that?
I don't know his snap. It's like King J something. It's like King J something.
Okay.
I'll give you, bro. I'll give that. Y'all let me go home. Y'all let me go home right now. I will give y'all information and access to everything y'all want.
I appreciate that. Is there guns that I need to know about now, whether it be in your car or in your apartment or somewhere else? Nothing like that. That 9 isn't around?
Hell no. It's not mine. It's not mine. I don't keep any guns around me.
Okay.
I don't play with guns. Except for when we went out there.
I got you.
But like, that's because I've never even, honestly, that was my first time firing a gun.
Okay.
Like, honestly, I've never even fired a gun before that.
I'm back in a second here.
All right. Appreciate it.
Willie just tried to pre-explain gunshot residue by claiming he fired a 9mm 2 days ago in the country. But here's the problem. The taxi driver was shot with a .45 caliber. If Willie only fired a 9mm 2 days ago, why would there be .45 caliber gunshot residue on his hands? More importantly, Willie claimed this was his first time firing a gun, but his girlfriend already told investigators he's been robbing people with guns for weeks. Every explanation Willie provides creates 3 new contradictions for detectives to exploit. Now, the detective will start showing and stop telling, and Willie will be in for a nasty surprise.
So if you have a reason as to why you're at any of these places, let me know now. Is that phone tracked everywhere? All over those places.
Yep.
So, do you not believe me? Or what?
Yep.
Or you do? Like,
I don't believe.
Okay, what do you need to believe me then?
Show me.
Show you what?
Show me video.
Show you video? I'll show you one still shot of that video. How's that? Because we've got about 5 different cameras.
From where?
Well, which one do you want to see?
Well, from allegedly, which one? What's the alleged still of? What's the still from?
So let's go for GPS locations first, okay? You can grab a seat. That's fine. This first one is where the first Doyle's cab robbery happened. That was about like 2:30.
Yeah.
Okay? Mm-hmm. That's where you were at. That's where your phone put you. Or, I'm sorry, your social media put you right there.
Instagram.
Okay? The second one, I don't want to misquote it.
Where's the stills at? I see the stills.
The second one,
I just want to see the stills.
this is the family fair robbery where your GPS puts you there. Hold on, let me grab that still for you. And how do we know you're there? Because you're on still camera from it. Sorry about that. That's okay.
Damn, you caught Taco Bell so long ago, so I guess I'm going to jail today.
And you know this is you, the family fair, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then here's one of the stills that we got sent. And this is one of multiple camera angles, dude. This is from the garages right here.
Play it.
No, sir.
Play it.
No.
Play it.
This is one of the stills.
It's not.
This is the garages. This is the van. After he gets shot, you run off this way, right in front of this camera, and then this car pulls off that way.
So your girlfriend is being interviewed as we speak, and I went out and talked to one of the agents that's talking to her.
Okay.
So I didn't think that she was there, but she acknowledges calling the cab and being out there too.
Oh, okay.
So that's a little.
She's here?
That's credited. No, she's being talked to somewhere else.
Oh, okay. Okay.
and she's got a little bit different version.
So she knows. Okay. So she knows. As long as she knows everything going on, I'm cool.
Willie just learned two things simultaneously. First, there are multiple camera angles of the shooting. Not grainy footage from across a parking lot. Crisp, clear video of him approaching the taxi, the muzzle flash, him running away. Second, Christy isn't just talking. She's admitting she called the cab. She's placing herself at the scene. But here's what the detective isn't telling Willie yet. Christy is also saying Willie had the gun, that Willie pulled the trigger, that she tried to stop him. She's building a narrative where she's the victim and Willie's the shooter.
So if she ends up acknowledging the whole truth about what happened, she's already gave up saying that the month ago during that robbery that you had was it a month or so ago?
Yeah, that's pretty close, yeah.
That she saw you with a big wad of money and asked where you got it and said you held up a taxi guy, and she talked about how you had the 45 through the boxes in the river. She talked about quite a bit back then, and she's talking about stuff right now.
Damn.
So it sounds like you may need to defend yourself a little bit.
Damn.
She didn't tell you that she talked to investigators back then.
No, she did tell me. She told me she did. She didn't tell me what she talked about. She told me she talked to him.
But you know in your head right now as you sit here that that's the truth.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
yes,
and we're not here talking about robbery. Obviously, you're implicated in like 2 or 3 robberies.
Of course.
But, so we're here, and as you know, as you sit here, that by the end of the day, there can be an awful lot of evidence about you.
By the end of the day, well, what can we do in this current moment?
We can talk about the truth, and you can talk about whether this was accidental or intentional.
I have nothing to talk about.
So you're going to let people just speculate that you tried to.
I have nothing to talk about.
Willie, is she lying to us? Is that what you're saying?
Nothing to talk about. I'm not a snitch.
It's not a snitch. This is your life you're talking about, man.
I'm not a rat.
This is not rat or snitch. This is you're a kid that's got a lot of life ahead of you, and whether it's a whole lot different ending if this is intentional or unintentional, if you're aware of the statutes that apply here.
This changes everything. Christy didn't just start cooperating today when they arrested Willie. She gave investigators a statement weeks ago about a previous robbery. She told them Willie held up a taxi driver, that he came home with cash, that he had a .45 caliber handgun. She's been working with police for a month. And Willie forgave her. He thought it was a misunderstanding. He protected her anyway. Now he's sitting in an interrogation room while that same girlfriend throws him under the bus for murder. For those keeping score, detectives now have social media and phone data placing Willie at multiple robbery locations, surveillance footage identifying him at family fare earlier that night, video capturing him fleeing the garage after the shooting, statements from his girlfriend acknowledging guns and robberies, and forensic testing pending on his clothes and hands tied to a .45 caliber handgun.
Do me a favor, while we step out, just take a few minutes and think. Think if there's any reasons you were at any of these places, if there's any reasons anything else would have happened, okay? I need to know those things, because if they're exculpatory that can help you, then let me know. But if there's something you need to come clean about, let us know, okay? Just takes a few minutes and think, okay? Can you do that for me? All right, I appreciate you really. Hang tight.
Of course, bro. It's hot. I'm sweating. Not because I'm nervous, but actually because I'm just hot yet cold all at the same time. I'm tired. I'm literally like, bro, this is bull. This is bull, bro. Just charge me or let me go, bro. Y'all know I'm bro. You know why y'all try so hard? For what, bro? Like good cop, bad cop ain't gonna work.
After Willie has had some time to think things over, detectives will confront him with even more evidence.
So,
But okay, sir, your video, she was gonna show?
Well, I can show you a few things here.
You're gonna show me the video. That's what I was interested in.
Okay,
That's what
you need to relax a little bit, okay?
I am.
You're not you're not the boss of everything, all right?
I just said, can you? I said I want you to. I'm requesting you to, sir. I understand. Y'all are in control here. I'm just requesting you.
Well, not control of anything, but I'm just saying I'm not gonna sit here and get tossed around, right?
Well, I apologize. That was not my intention at all. I was really being a smart ass. I apologize for that.
So here's some things. Sparkman Snapchat within 39.6 meters of the robbery at the exact same time. So your Snapchat was there at 2:44 a.m.
Can I see the garage thing that she was talking about? That's what you said to
Okay,
me.
we're taking a step at a time. All right.
But I'm just saying,
So
like,
your Snapchat location was within 39 meters, 39.65999 meters of the shooting scene at the time that it happened.
yes.
Okay.
That's what it says.
Well, that's the truth.
That's what it says.
Yeah. This is your Snapchat. That's the same one.
All right, get it. You have the
This is your
location.
Snapchat at the exact time of the robbery at Family Fair within 9.9 meters of the robbery location at the exact time of the robbery location.
Okay.
What? You were right there and she identifies the guy standing behind her in the line and you're on video behind her, if I remember right, at the line.
Maybe.
Let's start with that. What do you say about that? So she's talking about some difficulties, some financial difficulties, and the last thing that she's saying is that she made Willie do the robbery. Here's the message. She is saying she made Willie do the robbery at Fanfare and she did the robbery of the taxi. She's still taking responsibility for stabbing him, but I don't think she's telling everything. She won't even say Willie's name on some things.
Willie's apology here signals a shift. When suspects apologize in moments like this, it's rarely about manners. It's about recalibrating power. He senses the ground moving under him and tries to reestablish connection. At the same time, detectives layer in precise Snapchat data and Christie's statements, forcing Willie to confront her involvement again. The more the evidence tightens, the more Willie's tone softens. This is the moment where resistance gives way to bargaining and confession starts feeling inevitable.
I got video, I'm 100%, like, I'm not going to lie to you, right? I have video of you coming up. Here's the car, and so let's say camera's like right here in the car, right? I got video of you coming up to the car. You can see the flash, the gunshot, and you can see the car start moving, and you can see you run away. That's my video that shows, I mean, that's the one that I've seen of the many clips. So I'm not going to jump to conclusions.
If this allegedly happened, wouldn't it be footage from inside the taxi?
We haven't went through the taxi yet. The taxi is currently in our custody. It's still got to get processed, and we got to run all that. So yeah, I mean, there's probably going to be video there too. But again, I don't know, and I don't know that camera is going to show me anything in that car. But I know that whatever happened behind here, only you can tell me. That's what I know. So, I mean, she's going to tell her account of events. But
I just want help, bro. I just want help.
you just want to help.
Just want help.
You want help.
Bro, I just felt so alone, bro. this alone, like, this everything's on me, bro. Everything falls on me, bro. I have to do everything and make sure everything goes right, bro. Everything.
Does she not help you?
It's not that she don't help me, bro, but it's like she's still a kid, you feel me?
She don't feel the same pressure.
Yeah, you're right, she don't. I'm 18, bro. I'm 18. I'm grown. And like, especially, like, do you not understand? Like, she catch a charge, they gonna slap her on the wrist. She's a
Yeah.
adult, bro.
The weight of Willie's bad decision is becoming unbearable, and now he will completely break down.
This is not like this. Has not like been processing in my head the whole time till now.
I can't.
Like till now.
Have you ever dealt with? I know you said you had some friends die of gun violence and stuff, right?
I was homies to gun violence. I was like
How
family to gun violence.
How long did it take you to process their deaths? Any individual one?
It's still haven't.
So it's completely understandable that you're having a hard time processing this. This is not something, you're having a completely normal reaction to something that is not normal. No? It's not normal.
Oh, I want to say like I want to say it so bad. I want to say it so bad, bro. I just want to like.
Can I tell you what I think? And then you just tell me if I'm wrong. Like, you know what I mean? Because I think that's the hard part, is saying it sometimes. And I don't know what you're alluding to, because I don't know what's in your head, you know what I mean? And I don't want to be wrong. I don't want to be pushing my thought process down the wrong way. So I think you guys made some arrangements to get some money off some folks, rob them. I don't think you ever meant to hurt anybody that night. I think you were in a financial spot, and the only person that you're the only responsible one. You're the one that has to pay the bills. And I think you guys lined up to rob this cabbie in Moorhead. Crazy. And something accidental happened, and you shot someone. And you killed him. And I'm sorry. And there's nothing I can do or say to change that, brother. But that man's dead. And what you choose to do from here will help that family forgive you one day. Will help you forgive yourself one day. Will make it so that your mom can still look at you as the good son that she does have, that made a mistake and is still a good man. That's what I think happened, man. I don't think I'm sitting across the table from a monster. I think an accident happened. It's okay to be scared.
I never wanted to just be a kid again so bad.
It's okay to be scared, man.
I'm 18, bro. I'm 18.
This isn't the end of your life, dude.
It is, bro. I'm black, bro. They don't crucify me.
No, they won't.
Hey, look. I'm never gonna see my family again.
Yes, you will. I promise you. I promise you. You are going to see your family again. No. I guarantee you will not spend the rest of your life in prison.
It'll give me like 30 years, bro.
But Willie has one more truth to learn before it all completely comes crashing down.
I'm sorry, man, but to me it reads exactly like I thought it was. That you're a good person. You're trying to provide for your family. Doing a crime, but what you believe you had to do to survive and provide for yours. And you made a mistake. And somebody got shot. And I'm sorry, man, but that's the truth of it. Is that fair? I mean, am I painting that correctly? I mean, I'm just going off what you're telling me. Am I seeing this the right way? It's going to sit in your chest until you say it, man. starts the process, though. I can't tell you how you're going to grieve, how you're going to go through this, this traumatic event.
Well, he's dead.
He is dead, man.
Y'all lying, bro. Like, cool. Show me the news article, bro.
I'm sure it's on the news by now, yeah.
Am I on the news?
Nobody knows you're here, man. Nobody knows. The news, if that's what you mean, the news don't know you're here.
Do they know that I am the suspect?
No.
Sorry, my bad. I'm trying to peek at your phone.
What's up?
No,
you're
I'm
right.
trying to peek at your
You're
phone.
right. Were we looking up news?
Mm-hmm. He's dead.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's dead, dude. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know how else to.
How y'all know he's dead?
I
Like,
saw his body. I saw him.
where was he hit?
I'm sorry, man.
So he just bled out.
This is the moment Willie's last comfortable lie dies. For hours, he could live inside mistake, accident. I didn't mean to. But dead doesn't negotiate. Dead doesn't leave room for a softer label. Willie asked when it happened, how it happened, whether there's an article, because the brain grabs logistics when the emotional reality is too heavy to hold. And now the conversation isn't about a robbery anymore. It's about a killing.
But you're not a cold-blooded killer. You made an accident, a mistake, something else. I mean, am I wrong? You didn't go out there planning to shoot that man.
I'm scared to agree with you.
I know you are, but I don't know. Like, I'm going to be real with you. Our whole conversation here has been tiptoeing around just saying, I shot that man, I'm sorry. Right? That's been our whole conversation. And any jury anyway is going to look at this video and think, well, you know what they're going to think. So I don't know that it matters. I mean, say it if you think it's true or that it is real or whatever you want to, man. I'm here to listen. But I also do care that you start working through this, because it's not going to get better the longer you hold it in your chest. I'm sorry. You made a mistake, and now a man's dead. And me and my partners will be talking to his family, and I hope that I can talk to them later today and say, I talked to the young man, he's not a bad person, he made a mistake. He didn't mean to do this. And he's asked for your forgiveness. I hope I can have a conversation somewhere that it's all in your hands, bro.
Just take me home, please. Please, I don't want, please, I just want this to be over, bro.
We can be done talking anytime you want to.
No, bro, please, I'm gonna just go to jail. You know, that is sick. I don't want to go back to jail. I'm scared. I just don't want to sit in jail,
It
though.
sucks, man.
Break the door for what?
Still not.
Probation, bro.
Once again, the detective uses a minimization strategy, and it's surgical. He isn't asking whether Willie did it. He's shaping the only two identities left on the table: tragic accident or cold-blooded killer. The trap is simple. Willie can either step into the accident narrative and start talking, or sit in silence while prosecutors paint the darkest possible version of him using the video. But before he can finally confess, his mother swoops in to delay the inevitable.
Cause, bro, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do, and I'm trying to ask them, bro. I don't know what to do, bro. I'm scared. I'm scared. I don't know what to do at this point. I don't know what to say, what to not say. I'm just like, I'm really this lost. Like, part of me just wants to just cry. A part of me just wants to Hello?
Hello?
Hi, this is Detective Van Dyke with the Morehead Police Department. Is this Miss Beatty?
Yeah, this is Miss Beatty.
Hi, Ms. Beatty. I'm here with your son, Alonzo Sparkman, at the Fargo Police Department. I have some unfortunate news, and I'm here with your son, and he'd like to speak with you real quick. The long and short of it is that an incident happened, a robbery, in which an individual was shot and killed. Okay? I'm here with your son, and he wants to talk to you about that. Okay? Can you hear me, ma'am?
Hello?
Willie,
Yes? No, I didn't say anything. Like, I don't know what to do, Mom. No,
Willie,
they gonna charge me. They said I'm going to jail today when I leave the interrogation room.
Willie,
Yes? I don't know. I don't know what she is.
Willie,
She alleged she lied. She said that's what she told him. Yes.
Willie,
Yes. I don't know. I don't know what to do.
Willie, don't say anything.
When I get to the jail, I'm gonna call you, okay?
Sir,
Yes, ma'am.
when is this supposed to be happening?
Unfortunately, ma'am, I can't divulge a lot of the details of the incident at this time. I mean, you can tell her whatever you want, man.
They said it happened at like they said it happened at like when 3 a.m.
I was doing a conversation with
talking
you.
notes. I don't know. I was just talking notes. So they said it happened like 3 a.m. something like that. I think.
Ms. Beatty, would it be okay if I gave you a call after I leave here just to kind of give you a better idea of the situation?
I just want to know if this is involving a weapon that girl stole from her sister.
Well, we can have a conversation about that. You know, unfortunately, I'm trying to give your son the time and consideration.
But what are you charging him with?
That's still to be determined. Okay.
But what is his role in this situation that you even went and picked him up? That's what I'm trying to ascertain here.
And again, that'll be a conversation that I can have with you after this. But I'm gonna be speaking with Willie, and I can call you after.
Willie, don't you say anything.
Okay.
Or have you already made a statement, Willie?
I'm not going to interfere with your phone call, man. I'm trying to be as respectful to you as possible.
No, I understand. Willie, did you already make a statement?
On one of them.
What do you mean you don't know? Have you made a statement or not?
On one of them. Yeah. I haven't like said.
Willie.
Yeah.
Shut your mouth.
This is the first voice Willie can't bargain with. His mother doesn't care about his need to be understood in this room. She cares about him not burying himself. And for the first time all day, Willie shuts his mouth. But less than an hour later, he's back to talking to the detective.
Willie, do we want to talk about what happened and why it happened?
I want to.
Okay. Can you change your mind?
I can't though. I don't know why. I don't know what's holding me. But I don't know like why it's holding me. Like I literally feel like there's a hand, like literal in my like chest, stomach area right now, and it's holding on to everything I want to say, like this. And it's like I think about it, and it's like the hand loosens, and it's like I think of more, and then it's like the words come up my throat and almost roll off my tongue, and it's just like, again. And then here we are, at this point.
You play sports?
Football and basketball.
Okay, which one's your favorite?
Basketball. Actually, football.
Football? What'd you play?
Wide receiver, outside linebacker, safety.
Alright, linebacker I played, so I can relate with linebacker, right? So what you're talking about is you gotta make a decision, right? You have instinct and you have knowledge. So if you look at the position of an outside linebacker or any linebacker, you got instinct that plays pull into what you do. You have knowledge of the game, right? And then you have a responsibility of the position. At some point, you got to make the choice, whether you want to talk to us about it or not. No different than when you come out of that linebacker position, you take your step, you make your read, your instinct, your knowledge, and what your responsibilities of that position are going to determine what you do next, right? If you just stand there in fear of making a decision, the play's going to run by you, right? So if you look at it as an analogy similar to that, that's something you can relate to, right? Because as we talk here, there's a lot of differences as far as maybe what you have experienced in your life, right? Compared to what I experienced in my life. So the best way I can bring this into perspective is using that type of analogy, right? We both play football, we both play linebacker. You have you have to make a decision in that position. You can't just sit on your hands and do nothing, because then play comes your side and then maybe they run it in for a touchdown. But either way, you got to make a decision whether you want to talk to us or whether or not you want to just not talk to us about it.
Willie describes the hand feeling in his chest holding his words back. He talks about wanting to talk, wanting relief, and feeling trapped by what he knows will happen next. This is the moment the room finally gets leverage over Willie's pride. Every earlier tactic tried to corner him with facts. This one corners him with his own body. His stress response is running the show now. Tight chest, spiraling thoughts. The need to confess as a way to make the pressure stop. Detectives lean into that weight in your chest language because it turns confession into self-care. Willie hears it as relief. The state hears it as admissions.
He pulled out and the guy at the door. Like, he pulled off and the guy at the door. It was like, hey! And I was like, I just ran. Like, I can't stop seeing him. Like, every time I close my eyes, every time, like, I didn't sleep, I didn't eat. I haven't done anything today but think about him. I don't want to stop. Like, I see, like I was literally, like, trying to wash my hands for, like, 3 hours last night. Like, 3 hours. Like, just, I don't know. It was blood. It was blood I thought I seen that I guess wasn't really there. But I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to. Bro, that's all I want people to know. I didn't mean to. I really didn't mean to. But that's all I didn't mean to. I just wanted to pay rent. I just wanted to give to her, bro. I did it for her, bro. I did everything for her, bro.
She was after you pretty hard about that money, right?
Yes. And she told me, she said we could do that. She said she'd do it with me. She said, let's do that. She said, I'll drive you everywhere. We can do this. We're together on this. I didn't mean to. I Like, I didn't mean to. Like, it keeps replaying, bro. It keeps replaying, bro. And I can't go back. I didn't mean to, bro. I didn't mean to. Like, I didn't mean to, bro. Nobody's gonna believe it or understand it, bro.
Willie, I'm here listening to you. So that's
You're listening. Nobody else was. My legs about to be gone over this shit. And all I wanted to do was pay rent for me and my girlfriend. I don't want nobody to die. I get it. Then why you playing with those in the first place? Because I know this dangerous. At the end of the day, I didn't mean to. That situation, like, it went wrong. And it's there to scare. It's just there word protection. Because of the position that I was putting myself in, because I was putting myself in a dangerous position. And I understood that, but I wasn't, and I understand that I was the aggressor and the offender, but I mean, I was just trying to scare them, bro. Like, I just scare them, bro. Like, I didn't even pistol whip nobody or nothing, bro. Like, nothing. Like, cause I wasn't trying to hurt them, bro. I didn't even touch them. The metal never touched their skin. I didn't touch them or anything. I didn't want them. I just wanted them scared enough to give the money. Mm-hmm. I didn't want him to die.
This is a confession with a built-in defense script. Willie gives the core admissions that matter: participation, motive, the gun, the moment, and then he tries to control the moral label by framing it as fear and chaos. The problem for Willie is that intention gets argued in court, while participation gets proven on video and through the planning trail. Once he admits the why, the story stops being about a random tragedy and becomes a choice with a motive.
Help me understand this then. So, how do you come up with the idea with the taxi?
With the taxis?
Mm-hmm. How did that come up?
Well, I know somebody who does that.
Okay.
And so I don't know, I just was basically like, I don't know, we was talking, he's like, how are we going to get this money? Like, how are we going to...
You were talking with who?
Yeah, Christy.
With Christy.
Like, how are we going to get this money? And like, I was like staying, I could go ahead and stay and like, talk about like, I don't know, I was going to set somebody up for buying some loud or something, or like something without, like, you feel me, taxis, all that other shit.
You're talking about like knocking off some sheetrock and then selling it as
type shit. Yeah. Right, like that, right. And then she was like, she's like, you don't have these things, not gonna get money off that. And I was like, well, what should I do? And she's like, doesn't so-and-so rob taxis? I'm like, yeah, but, like, why are we, like, how are we gonna do that? Like, how are we gonna do that? So we literally went through and planned all of it. Like, you're gonna see when you look at her GPS, like, yeah. You know, I feel like I hope she didn't, like, tell it to you, like, she was either a victim or, like, she didn't know, because when you see the GPS, I'm telling you, you're gonna see her go all around this parking lot by the 21st Street shit, 1940, you're gonna see her go all around that parking lot, and that's because we were picking a parking spot, literally. She went all the way around. She went all the way around the apartments. She went all the way around to the apartment that it was supposed to go down at. We drove through that apartment or something. I think we drove like down the lot, I think, just to like around back and then just to see the area or some shit. And then literally, yeah, and then she goes and parks. Like, I was just, the only reason I did it was because, like, I just don't want her doing shit like that, bro. That's it. I'm just, like, I just do this shit for her, bro. I just do this shit for her. Like, honestly, like,
So, tell me about her with, when you're driving and you're checking these lots, what is she saying to you, though? Like, Like, is she being like, that's a good spot, or that's a bad spot?
Yeah. Like she's not. That's what I'm saying. Like she's a participant. Like we're equal in this. Like she's like, oh, I don't want to park right there because they might see me pulling off. Type. She's looking at troubleshooting with this.
How the hell did you miss the cameras?
I didn't see them.
It was dark, I suppose.
I didn't see them. Honestly, that area, I never knew there was cameras over there.
Yeah, well,
Even if, bro, like that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't worry about cameras because I wasn't trying to kill anybody, bro.
I get you.
Like it was literally like I was just going to scare him and run off, bro.
So, you guys, when you drive to Moorhead, who's driving?
Her. Oh, she drove.
She drove.
She drove the whole time.
And here's the thing, Lily. I'm going to ask you questions that either I know the answer to, or maybe I don't know the answer. But I can't feed it to you.
I don't know. Hey, look,
You got to give it to me.
Hey,
So she's driving. What are you
You
driving?
straight, bro. I done shot myself in the foot already, bro. That's what I'm saying. I don't have nothing else to do with this conversation.
Nope.
She drove.
She drove. Okay. And what were you guys in?
Her car.
Okay.
This is where Willie's loyalty finally cracks into self-preservation. He starts building a narrative that spreads responsibility across the people involved because he understands exactly what's coming. Prosecutors love a clean mastermind versus follower structure, and Willie refuses to let Christie write that story alone. The detectives let him talk because the more he describes planning, the less room there is for spur-of-the-moment explanations later.
Where'd you get the gun from? If you're willing to share. I mean,
4-5. Okay.
and is that the same 4.5 that you're using when you're doing these robberies? Okay. You know, the other thing that, I hadn't shared with you, we recovered the gun box on that, so the casings can link back to that. Where's that gun at now, Willie? Is it, and if you don't want to tell me, you don't have to tell me, but I just want to make sure, is it in a safe place where nobody's going to get hurt by it? Yeah. Do you mind sharing with me where that firearm is?
I'll go find it.
You'll go find it?
I'll go find it.
At this point, the interrogation does its final job. It ties a specific weapon to a specific source and a specific pattern. Willie keeps trying to steer attention toward who supplied the gun. Detectives keep listening because those details become corroboration points, things investigators can verify through warrants, interviews, and records. Willie thinks details earn understanding. Details earn conviction. After the interrogation, Willie Sparkman was arrested, and the case proceeded through the Minnesota court system. He pleaded guilty in September of 2022 in Clay County District Court to second-degree murder in connection with the May 5, 2021 shooting death of 24-year-old taxi driver Abdullahi Mohammed Abdullahi. In November 2022, Sparkman was sentenced to 12.5 years in Minnesota State Prison for that conviction. There was no trial in the murder case because the guilty plea resolved it. Prosecutors had leverage, surveillance footage, phone location evidence, recorded calls, and Willie's own admissions. Christy T. Vo also took a plea. She pleaded guilty to first-degree aiding and abetting assault and received a 7.5-year sentence in August of 2023 for her role. Willie's legal fallout kept stacking. On April 10, 2025, a federal judge sentenced him to 7 years in prison for 2 counts of interference with commerce by threats and violence connected to 2 Fargo taxi robberies. That federal sentence begins after his Minnesota sentence, meaning the time continues after state custody ends. Abdullahi Mohammed Abdullahi was 24 years old. He went to work that night as a taxi driver and never made it home. Willie Sparkman got caught up in loyalty, money panic, and ego, and the evidence forced the truth out anyway. Regret shows up in interrogation rooms every day. Regret still leaves a family with an empty seat at the table. If you watch this entire interrogation unfold, do you think the 12.5-year sentence was fair given the evidence? Let me know what you think in the comments, and make sure to subscribe and like the video if you found it informative.